Hey Max, it's Jessica from Peterson SEO. This morning I spoke with Jason and he thought you might be the best one to see this video. So today we're just going to walk through just a few tips that you guys can start applying right away. That's really going to help with your online presence and to get more water jobs. Okay, so when a customer, searches online, especially in an emergency, they're not going to know your name and your brand. They're going to be searching local keywords and even questions. So it's really important that you are found for those search terms. Now, when somebody does a search, there are three positions that you guys can potentially own. The first section are your ads. Those are your cost per click and local service ads. About 10% of people will actually click through to those. But one of your most important sections here is your Google Business Profile. Nearly 30% of people will go straight here and won't go anywhere else. So it is really critical that you guys are in the top three for your area. There are several factors that go into ranking to get there and maintain your position. And it's very fluid. It's changing all the time. So you have to be consistently every month updating your profile. Now, one of the top factors in ranking is something called citations, and that is simply listing your business name, address, phone number, and website, and listing those in a bunch of directories like Yellow Pages, Yelp, Glassdoor, etc. So you need more than your competitors. And then, of course, always shooting for more reviews, more photos, more updates, more Q&As, etc. Um, and then the next part, this section here is called your organic section, and your goal should be to be in the top of the first page for all of your major searches, okay? Because nearly 60 to 70% of people come straight here and skip everything else. So as you can see, for Seattle water damage restoration, Fisher Restoration is the #1 online competitor. But let's go back to your website real quick. You have a great, beautiful looking website. It is secure. You guys have separate pages for each of your major services, which is awesome. You have separate service area pages, which is also good. You got the 24/7 call out, click to calls. So you're doing a lot of really, really good things here. Um, you guys have tons of interlinking pages, which is really important. You got your free estimate close to the top of the page. I also love to see that. You want those call to actions everywhere. So no matter where they land, they can reach you, making it super easy for their customers. The website looks really good. It looks really clean. Lots of animation here, which is fun. But unfortunately, Google is not going to rank you based on your animations. Okay, Google ranks based on content, and content is key. And you do need a lot of written content, and the content has to be built around those local keywords. You need 150 words for every keyword you're going to target at a minimum. And you need the repetition of those local keywords at least 3 times for indexing, let alone ranking. So it is really important that you have that on all those pages, that each page is focused on different keywords so they don't get cannibalized, and that all your pages have original content. That's really, really important. Your homepage is by far the most important page, so it is really important that you have those 1,500 words or more of content on this page. It does look really sharp, though. I really do like that. I also noticed on your service area pages, you're cramming everything into one page. And that was okay a couple years ago, but now we really have to have separate water, fire, mold pages, etc. for each of these areas so that each page is only focused on one service and focused on those keywords. And keep in mind, there's usually multiple variations of those keywords, so you want to be able to write and capitalize on that. And now, with all the latest Google algorithm changes, it's not just about the content and information. Google wants friendly, easy to understand, something that relates to your customers. So it has to be conversational, needs to be answering questions. So having content that resonates with your customers, answers their questions, having FAQs on all your pages is really, really going to help with the SEO as well as AEO, your Ask Engine Optimization. That is your chat GPTs and your bots and Alexa devices, etc. Okay, so let's take a look at Fisher. Now, Fisher also has a nice site, the click to calls. They have the separate service pages and service area pages, like you guys do. They have a ton of content throughout their entire website. And all of their content is focused around those local keywords. So in order to beat these guys, you have to have more pages, more content, and really dial in that content strategy and then support it with SEO. Okay. This is a program called Ahrefs. It tells us how your website is performing. As you can see right here, this DR rating, that's your domain rating, that's your website as a whole. It's an 18 out of 100, which isn't too bad. This score is based on your website, your content, and what is supporting it, your backlink and referring domains. So this is like a popularity contest. You do need a lot of referring domains. Do follow referring domains because they share the power, but not all are created equal. They need to be related to your services, and you're only going to get credit for one backlink per referring domain. The referring domain is any website that provides your website with a link from their site to your site, and the backlink is just that physical link. I like to use the analogy of trying to fire up your favorite power tool. That referring domain is your power source. The backlink is the cord from your power tool to your power source. So in order to fire up that power, you gotta have fire up that tool, you gotta have power. It's the same concept for your website. So the more power your website, the more authority, the more Google's gonna rank you. The better the content, the more keywords, etc. So you currently only are indexed for 33 keywords, and you're getting about one person on your website organically per month. If we look at your keywords, you don't have any keywords that are ranking. There's 10 spots per page on Google. Even your branded name is on page 2. So you definitely need to work on your content and keyword strategy and the proper SEO to go with it. If we look at your competitor, they have a 19, so not much higher than you. They've got 400 backlinks, but because of all the content on those pages, they've been indexed for over 400 keywords. They're getting over 600 people on average to their website each and every month. So that's helping them bring those jobs in. So if you follow each of these tips I've given you today, this can help you guys drive more organic traffic and more leads each and every month. If you have, I hope this has been helpful for you. If you have any questions, again, my name is Jessica. Feel free to reach out, reply to my email, or send me a text or a call, and I'd be glad to answer any questions you have. Thanks a lot for watching, and have a good day.